Hey, and welcome to Just 15 Minutes, where we try to do lots of things within 15 minutes, mostly coding and development, but helpful tools and a few other things by the by. But this time around, we've got some really useful tools, I think. It's called Tiny Wow. I've got the address there. And I must admit, there's a lot of these tools scattered around the internet, of course. But I must admit, this one seems to be everything in one place. And it's most of the really useful things that you want to use as well. So you can see there's 200 plus online tools. They're, they're free. But what you can do if you do find that you really find them really useful, then you can go to supporters and offer some like a monthly or a yearly sort of payment. Depends on how much you're using it, I suppose. But I think for the amount of tools that we've got here, that might be worth a try. I'm not affiliated with the company, but just out of pure courtesy, I guess. So first of all, let's have a look. We'll have a look at these segments, but the PDF tools. Now, a lot of people may already have PDF tools like Adobe PDF Reader, but really you have to then pay for Adobe to do the editing and merging and things like that. And there's some really interesting ones in here. So we've got, as I mentioned, the way to merge a PDF or take a PDF to a set of JPEGs, edit PDFs, PDF to Word, Word to PDF, split a PDF into multiple files. That's actually really quite useful. I've used that with where I've had like a 20-page PDF, but I mean, I know you can do save as file and things like that from within Adobe, but you can split that up into the constituent pages. But there's lots of different lovely things in here. And this is just the PDF side of things. So um, again, there's all of these tools seem to be around on the internet, but finding them, remembering them more than anything, it becomes a bit of a pain. The other one that I've looked at as well is the EPUB to PDF, and there's all sorts of ones, but it's great. They're all free, all in one place. So if we take a look at the image tools, again, a whole bunch of really good image tools, including, let's face it, we're not going to get away from an AI image generator, are we? But things like upscaling images, I'm aware of one or two of those. So that's where you can take a fairly low res image, say a 300 by 300 PNG or something like that. And you might need it for things like print on demand, or you want it for a title, a presentation or something like that. So you can use an upscale image tool, for example, which will literally using some very clever algorithms and, dare I say, even AI yet again, but it will actually turn that image into a high res version. Some tools have got some limitations. Some tools have got, paid versions where you can upscale them even further, but worth a try. And again, all in one place. So, and there's a lot of these things like blurring backgrounds, removing backgrounds. Um, Again, they're all over the internet, but having them in one place, I think that's why this Tiny Wow is really cool. Okay. The other one that was actually really useful for me just today was the clean up picture, where there's a little bit of round the edge of I think a person's face, and it didn't quite sort of have the right resolution there, and I used that, worked perfectly. So there's some really good tools under the image section. Under the right section, well, as you'd expect, you're going to have a lot of these sort of AI sort of writers, so essay writers, of course. Story generator, I had to have a play with that one. Very, very good, very entertaining for sure. But again, there's a lot of really useful things in here. If you can't think of what you want to start with, maybe like a blog post idea or a LinkedIn post generator. Again, some of these, yeah, there's a bit of novelty factor elements to them, but they are really interesting. Some of these ones are very useful again. So again, a whole heap of them all in the same place, which again can't be underestimated how important that is to have them. You just have to bookmark one website and away you go. And of course, it doesn't stop there. There's lots of video sort of tools as well. Trimming videos. Again, there's a lot of really good video editors that are available free, which I might do a video on at some point. And a lot of them are getting really clever now with a lot of the AI sort of components built into them. But things like resizing a video, really, really useful. There's things where you can extract the video to text. And again, there's lots of tools that already do this. It's not groundbreaking just to be able to remember where the heck they are, really, half the time. So yeah, again, lots of different video tools. The transcribe is quite an interesting one. That works actually really well as that I've tried earlier, actually, because like the video I'm doing now, you want to be able to take out those ums and ahs and have the text so you can put it into either the comments or to the description or whatever it might be. So yeah, really useful. And the last one is going to be, of course, things to do with files, which um, this one, there's not so many because I think there's a little bit of an emphasis on image, write and video, to be honest. But again, if you're, well, not even if you're a coder or a developer, but some of these things like an Excel to PDF, yes, there's Office does that to a degree. You can split Excel. But the interesting ones for me are things like, JSON to XML or XML to JSON. If you don't know what those things are, don't worry. But it's these are sort of things that make it very easy to go and convert files to whatever format that you want, really. But again, all in all, a really useful website. Everything in one place that you can at least go and delve into and investigate for yourself. So yeah, so I encourage you to do that. And again, if you find that you're using these all the time, well, you might want to go and support them as well. But that's what I've got for this time around, and we'll see you in the next video.